everyone, welcome back to my channel where I make the law easy to understand for everyone. Today we are diving into a topic that's both fascinating and important. SAPINDA marriages under the Hindu Marriage Act. You might have heard this term before, but do you know what it exactly means? And why it's not valid under the law? Stick around to find out all about it. Alright, let's get it started. Today, we are going to explore what SAPINDA marriages are, why they are considered invalid under the Hindu Marriage Act, some key details, and a few interesting commentaries from judges. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of this concept. So, let's jump right in. First things first, what exactly is SAPINDA marriage? In simple terms, a SAPINDA marriage is one where the bride and groom are related to each other within a certain degree of relationship. The Hindu Marriage Act 1955 specifically addresses this in section 5.5. It says that a marriage is not valid if the parties are SAPINDAs of each other, unless there is a custom or usage which allows such marriages. To understand this better, let's break it down what SAPINDA means. The term originates from the Sanskrit word pinda, which refers to a body or a part of the body. In the context of marriage, it signifies the common ancestry. Essentially, if you share common ancestors up to a certain number of generations, you are considered SAPINDAs. In more practical terms, for Hindus, SAPINDA relationship extends to the fifth generation in the line of ascent through the father and the third generation in the line of ascent through the mother. So, if you and your potential spouse share a great-great-grandparent on your father's side or a great-grandparent on your mother's side, you're SAPINDAs. Now, why are these marriages considered invalid? The main reason is to avoid genetic disorders that can arise from marrying close relatives. A concern rooted in both ancient customs and modern science. It also helps in maintaining clear familial boundaries, which is important in the context of joint family systems prevalent in India. Let's talk about a recent case that highlights the importance and implications of SAPINDA marriages. In 2024 case of Neetu Grover versus Union of India, the court annulled a marriage on the grounds of being SAPINDA. The couple, unaware of their SAPINDA relationship, had married with parental consent. However, the court stressed that ignorance of the law is not an excuse. The judgment reiterated the importance of adhering to relationship degrees specified in the Hindu Marriage Act to ensure marriage's validity. This case emphasized the provisions the Hindu Marriage Act are not merely formalities, but essential rules designed to maintain social order and protect genetic health. The court also noted that the exceptions based on customs must be well documented and ancient. However, there are exceptions based on custom. In certain communities, customs do permit SAPINDA marriages. For instance, in some South Indian communities, cross-cousin marriages are allowed. These customs are recognized provided they are well established and have been followed traditionally over generations. Justice Subba Rao once commented, "The law respects traditions but not at the cost of public welfare and health." This balance between respecting ancient customs and ensuring societal welfare is crucial in how SAPINDA relationships are treated under the law. Now let's touch on this scientific perspective. Modern genetics support the prohibition of close kin marriages to prevent the risk associated with genetic disorders. When close relatives marry, the probability of inheriting harmful genetic mutation increases. This is why laws like the Hindu Marriage Act have incorporated these restrictions to protect future generations. Interestingly, the concept of sapinda is not just a legal or religious one, but is also backed by scientific rationale. The intersection of law, tradition and science makes the topic even more intriguing. Now let's look at some insightful commentaries by judges. One judge remarked, while tradition form the bedrock of a legal system, the health and well-being of the populace must take precedence. Sapinda prohibitions serve a dual purpose of preserving genetic health and fostering social order. These interpretations reflect how the judiciary balances traditional practices with modern societal needs. It's a nuanced approach that respects cultural heritage while safeguarding public health. Here are some interesting legal facts and tidbits for you. Did you know that in ancient times, sapinda relationships were meticulously recorded and preserved in family lineages to avoid prohibited marriages? These records were often maintained by family priests or community elders. And here's another fascinating fact. In some regions, the definition of sapinda has evolved over time, influenced by regional customs and interpretations. This dynamic nature of laws show how it adapts to changing societal norms while retaining its core principles. So, to sum it all up, sapinda marriages are generally considered invalid under the Hindu Marriage Act to prevent genetic disorders and to maintain clear familial boundaries. However, there are certain exceptions based on well-recognized customs. We discussed the basic concepts, the reason behind the prohibition, and how the law interacts with both tradition and modern science, along with a recent case of Neetu Grover versus Union of India, which underscores the significance of these rules. I hope you found this explanation helpful and now have a clearer understanding of sapinda marriages. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more legal insights made simple. Until the next time, stay informed and stay legal. Take care and bye-bye.